So Charly Suarez is rightfully appealed the Emmanuel Navarrete fight. And yes, the most likely outcome, though, is that it's going to be awarded as a no contest. And I don't like that at all. It should be awarded as a Charly Suarez win. If you actually go by the rules, it makes no sense to give this as a no contest. Apparently, the appeal is going to be heard on June 2nd. That is where we are going to be hearing much more about it. But it is official that Charly Suarez has rightfully put in an appeal, which, let's be honest, had to happen, and there has to be justice that comes out of this, with Charly Suarez being given the win. But it doesn't look that way. It looks like it's going to be given as a no contest from everything that we're hearing now. And for people saying a no contest is fair, based off what? Like, based off the rules, a no contest is unfair because Charly Suarez should be given the win. So if you want to go off the rules, then boxing need to do the right thing here. All the organizations, Top Rank, everyone needs to do the right thing here and give Charly Suarez his world title and the win, because that is the rules. And if this doesn't happen, it's just a massive stain on boxing, if we're being completely honest. It really is. You're ripping away a world title win off of Charly Suarez. He won the fight and it's just being ripped away from him. I just don't get it. I just don't get how it's being given as a no contest when Charly Suarez clearly won the fight. I mean, Navarrete's getting lucky here. Navarrete's getting lucky. I mean, he got lucky first with the fact that they gave him the win. But the fact that it's now only being overturned into a no contest and not a loss for Navarrete, and the fact he's not losing the world title, I think it's a shame on boxing. It's a massive shame. And it's a bad look. It's just getting worse and worse every single time. And it's always Top Rank as well. Why hasn't Bob Arum spoken out on any of this? Why? Why is Bob Arum not spoken out on any of this? Look, we're going to definitely get a rematch. I feel like we know that for sure. Top Rank even tweeted out about something like that the other day. They retweeted something of someone asking for a rematch. So it looks like that is going to happen, and Top Rank are going to try and get that done. But if you want to go off the rules here, I mean, look, give Charly Suarez the win, then you can do the rematch anyway. You can do the rematch anyway if you give Charly Suarez the win. Like, Navarrete can try and redeem himself in a rematch if they just give Charly Suarez what he deserves. But no matter what, though, he still had his moment ripped away from him and taken away from him in the ring. He couldn't get his moment with the world title in the ring after the referee waved off the fight. And look, now they've appealed it. This is one of the most understandable appeals that we've ever had, to be honest with you, because it actually makes sense. From the very start, in my first post-fight review, I said that there had to be an appeal. And I'm very glad that Charly Suarez has appealed this. But now we just need the right justice. A no contest and a rematch being ordered. Look, a rematch should be ordered at least 100%. But a no contest, it's not good enough in my opinion. It's still not a good enough outcome. I believe Charly Suarez and his team are appealing it so that way they can get the win. And that's exactly what should be happening here. But with how corrupt everything is with boxing and the fact that nothing makes sense nowadays with it all, that's not going to be the case. Because nothing makes sense with boxing. I mean, they're not even going by the rules in an actual fight. As Charly Suarez landed a left hook. I was going to say body punch for a minute, but no, he landed a left hook upstairs on the eyebrow, and he's not been given the win because apparently it was a head clash when his head was far away from the incident, which makes no sense. The fact that they've given it a head clash, and Navarrete's like, oh yeah, that felt like a head clash, but he knows it wasn't. He's looked back at it. I haven't seen everything that he said on it. But if I'm Navarrete, I probably don't want to speak out on it because he doesn't want to make himself look stupid here, if I'm being completely honest with you. He can't do that. Navarrete can't make himself look stupid by appealing this. Sorry, not Navarrete. But by speaking out on this. With Charly Suarez, he had to appeal this. And thank God he has, because surely we're going to get justice here, and Charly Suarez is going to get the appeal going through. I really hope so. And the win must be given to Charly Suarez, because if they don't, they're just ripping a moment away from the fighters. I want to quickly see if anything has been said by Navarrete, because he doesn't really want to make himself too stupid by speaking out on this at the end of the day. Because if he does, then I don't think it's going to end too well for amongst all of us boxing fans. But no, he hasn't. No, he hasn't really. No, he hasn't said anything about this. Yeah, he's not really said anything about this whole thing whatsoever. And it's probably best he doesn't, because if he's seen this replay of everything that's gone on and speaks out about it and still denies it, Emmanuel Navarrete is going to look very stupid. He is going to look very stupid if he speaks out on this whole appeal process and all that. So, yeah, let's wait and see what's going to happen, though. But I really do hope that justice gets served here, and we do see Charly Suarez being given the win, and the appeals should go through. If we really want to make justice in boxing, and Top Rank really want to seem like a serious promotion, and boxing wants to seem like a serious sport, and the organizations want to seem serious, then they will give Charly Suarez the win. But if they still, are happy with how things are going, then no, they'll just be happy to make it a no contest, unfortunately. But let's wait and see.